this meeting to order, please? You could stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Right, recognition.
Okay, yeah, so we'll turn it over to Mr. Watson as well, but I also want to make sure that in front of each of the board members, there's just a sampling of thank you cards from the Y Club kids on just allowing the kids to in the program to use the facility at the elementary. So they're pretty just fun to look at, and appreciate that the kids are doing that. And then we'll pass around a thank you card from Jules Patton, who received one of the school board administration scholarships last spring. So.
I like mine because it says my favorite thing is snacks. So I like that.
Excuse me, I'm not feeling the best, so I've got some helpers to hand out some cards here. But let's start out with our lemonade stand winners. If we can have Lucy Broadhacker. March. Gina Alexander. And Charlie Emma. As you all know, each year during summer school, the fourth grade students read the Lemonade War. Students then create lemonade stands to raise money for charity. The students dive into entrepreneurship, learn about change, or learn how to have change and make delicious lemonade to support a great cause. This year, this group of four young ladies raised $1,264.12. Stand or the lemonade wars raised $8,063.
Wow, that is awesome.
Charity of choice was the Central Missouri Humane Society. So all money that was raised from the lemonade wars will go to their charity. So girls, congratulations, that's amazing.
Great job.
Great job.
Mr. Watson, okay if I stand in for you?
They probably know here with us.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations.
I'd like to recognize Nora Hess. Nora was recognized as a National Merit Commended Scholar. Nora is dedicated and is an accomplished student, has recently been recognized as a National Merit Commended Scholar, highlighting her exceptional academic performance and commitment to excellence. A National Merit Commended Scholar is a student who has demonstrated academic promise on the PSAT/NMSQT and scored above the 2008 index nationally. This prestigious honor reflects her hard work, critical thinking skills, and willingness to challenge herself in a rigorous academic environment. Nora's achievements serve as an inspiration to her peers and a testament to her potential for future success. Nora, congratulations.
You guys.
Okay.
All right. On three. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think that concludes our recognitions this evening.
Or communications. We had our learning garden information attached. We want to hear physically. To construction update.
CTA.
Oh, that's what I just asked. Oh, I said, sorry. Yeah. You ready? Sure. Okay.
Dr. Roth and Matt Sharp have been emailing, and they wanted CTA to talk about the pros and the cons that teachers were feeling in the district about the 4-day week. And so, not trying to change anybody's mind one way or another. These are just the top pros, top cons that we are getting feedback from teachers. So the first one is obviously talking about teacher retention and recruitment. If we're talking about quality over quantity, days of the week, it's definitely seen as a benefit. It could attract and keep teachers, but I think teachers really strongly feel that only if this time is protected and as a true day off. And then I know that we have also talked about that one PD day a month, district expectation. Talking about it must be equitable amongst buildings to retain and recruit staff. I'll go down to the cons. Top con that of course teachers are going to feel is student welfare concerns. Of course, teachers are always going to think about that. Some students may lose access to meals, late evenings coming home, or support services on the extra days off. Going back up to pro, the operational efficiency. Fewer absences and removes the need for Wednesday early release. Ultimately, district operational savings. Back down to the cons, curriculum compression. Teachers are concerned about fitting 5 days of learning into 4, may risk cutting content. Then the last one for pro, it was tough, but I got down 3 pros and 3 cons. The last one was student engagement. Having more time outside of school to catch up on extracurriculars, homework, and appointments could result in sharper academic focus while present in school, along with offering longer class periods to accomplish tasks. So thinking about classes like art with projects, things like that, having longer class periods could definitely be a pro. Projects and experiments, enrichment, things like that, teachers do see as a pro during their class periods. And then teacher compensation is a con that is on the list for teachers. Teachers worry about the perception that their time and professional value are being traded for a 4-day week rather than pay, especially since they will still be putting in the same amount of time for our students. So planning, conferencing and being committed to supporting students both academically and with extracurriculars. We don't want that perception to be seen to the public that we are doing less for our students when we will still maintain that commitment. So that's our top 3 pros, top 3 cons, and we hope that with whatever you guys decide moving forward, you take those things into consideration.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Is there a way that you could share
Yeah.
that list,
Sure.
either with Dr. Roth?
Yep,
or-
I'll give it to you tomorrow.
I also have, can I ask a couple of questions?
Yeah, please. I don't know if I'll be able to answer them, but I'll try.
Sure. I know we as a board have asked for, either the schools that spoke the other night or just anybody that we have tried to gather information from, even from DESE. One of your aspects was related to, top quality teachers and the recruitment and the retention aspects. There's no data to support that going to 4 days that we can find anyway. And we've gotten several emails recently from parents also asking for that information. Have you guys heard or seen anything?
I mean, this is based off of what we feel like is going to be a pro and what we feel like is going to be a con. So, I mean, it's been brought up. Could we go back and ask some of the teachers that have left the district in the last few years? Could we go back and ask them and say, would you have stuck around if you knew that we were going to a 4-day week? We wish we had that ability, right? Hindsight is 2020. But besides that, the data that we could look at is to say, well, X amount of schools in Missouri have gone to a 4-day week and only this many have gone back. We can look at that to see how many have reverted.
I think Tim, in that presentation the other night, you had that information in there. So,
And I
so
think
we do have that.
that would speak to it, but I mean, as far as DESE collecting,
Yeah, I'm looking for more like a vacancy rate prior to and afterwards, and a turnover rate
I
prior
think
to
that
and
would be
after.
great.
Yeah,
We would love that.
we-
because
we
we would
would.
all
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah,
And that could be something, if we decide to move towards it, that we could start keeping track of and
ask those other
Yeah, but
questions.
I'm just afraid hindsight, to your point,
I
right, it's
agree.
2020, we gotta know that up front, and so I'm gonna keep asking for that kind of info as well, so I just didn't know maybe if there was something that you guys had from your organizational side.
No, I mean, because this is us reaching out and saying, how do you feel? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you like? What don't you like? And like I said, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind one way or
Well,
another.
I don't know that anybody's mind has
Yeah.
been made up, to
No.
tell you the
We
truth.
want
Yeah.
to hear from all sides
Yeah.
to make sure we're making the right
Yeah.
decision for
This
this.
was definitely the compressed version. I think any kind of data that we could look at moving forward would always be helpful, but I don't have it, just like you guys don't have it. And
Appreciate it.
That's why we're exploring
Yeah.
this together.
that's right. Just like everything else. Anything else I can hopefully try to answer for you?
So surely there's some organization that could pull all those schools that have switched to 4 days.
Well,
My question.
I think the big thing is we started doing exit interviews. We could look at that data